Are you the owner of a company or are you the HR manager? And are you experiencing employee turnover where you're seeing your best people leave your organization to go and join the competitor? Or if you're experiencing that, then I have a solution for you. In 3 steps, I'm going to show you how you can improve your employee retention rate. And it's something that you'll be able to implement today, right now. How to retain employees in 3 steps. So you've probably seen your organization grow from maybe a handful of people and now you're, 80, 90, 100 plus individuals. You're experiencing now employees leaving at rates that are frustrating for you. After all, you have built this organization, you value people, you consider your people to be an asset to the organization, you have a workplace culture that people enjoy and that you take very seriously. So why are people leaving your company and going to another organization? Well, there are a number of reasons, but I believe that by making sure that you have a process and a system in place to manage set the right level for turnover, then you'll be in a better position and you will be less stressed and more excited that your future business objectives can be met. Now, the average tenure for an employee is usually around 3 years. What is the statistics? What is the trend saying in your organization? If it's less than 3 years, then you may have a potential problem, and it's certainly something that you need to investigate further. Because after all, having turnover of employees isn't necessarily a bad thing. After all, companies need to have new, fresh ideas, innovative ideas to keep the organization moving forward. And so, it's about making sure that your turnover levels is at a reasonable point. So let's move into the first step that you need to think about. Certainly, if you are unhappy with your turnover rates and you feel that there's something that you need to address. Step 1, communicate your story, your values, and your vision. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh my goodness, we've done this before. We know what our values are. We don't really need to be looking at this again. What I will say to you is that looking at how you communicate your story, your values and vision is something that you need to be doing at least once a year. It's important and it's critical as to how it affects retention rates. So your story, is it authentic and true? What was the reason why you started the organization in the first place? Now, I was speaking to a senior partner who told me that she started her firm because she wanted to offer legal services in a fresh way, a way that is less legal jargon, more transparent with their fees that they charge. And, that's great. But tell me, how does that reflect in the employee experience? Does it mean that in order to meet the client's expectations and the expectations that she has, then employees are expected to work longer hours? Or maybe they have a fantastic piece of technology, which means that the lawyer's life is far more efficient. They can spend more time doing legal work than doing administration, for example. So knowing your story is really important. How that translates into how it affects an employee is really important. And it's not to say that employees don't want to work long hours. There's nothing wrong with working long hours. Many do. I do. It's fine. But what's important here is understanding that the expectations are clear and understood and transparent. So then we look at your values. Who knows them? Is everybody in your organization clear on what your values are and how it impacts them? It's something that you can test. Randomly ask an employee what they think of, or do they know what your values are and how it impacts them? In a recent survey conducted by Gallup, only 27% of employees felt that their company's values was something that they strongly believed in. Now, it makes you wonder why in the UK we have disengaged employees at alarming rates, costing the economy over £300 billion. And recently we have this recent phenomenon where quiet quitting is something that's trending on social media and gathering pace. As we move now into your vision, do your employees believe in your vision? Now, vision is important because it helps to set the objectives and goals, and it has the additional benefit of motivating employees. So you have your you have your story, you have your values and your vision. All needs to be communicated. And it's useful to think about this when you're reviewing your questions when you're interviewing candidates, because it makes sure that you are hiring the right individual for your organization in the first place, and reviewing your onboarding process as well as your performance reviews. So that's the first step. And we're now going to move to step 2. Set challenges. Employees need to have clear challenges and preferably stretch challenges. But here's the thing. The challenges that are set need to be a situation where they can either win or lose. That needs to be evident in how they feel about the challenge before them. It's going to make them focused. There's going to be a beginning and an end to the task, to the assignment. It might be that, we're going to set a challenge that's going to last 3 months or 6 months or a year. It doesn't matter. But the point is that it needs that dichotomy. They're either going to win or they're going to lose. And that will help them stay focused and on track. And whilst they're focused, they won't be looking at other opportunities. They'll be keen on wanting to win. And that moves us to step 3, because of course with winning means that you want to be rewarded and hopefully celebrate the reward. So the employee would expect to receive appropriate recognition for winning. It means that to do that, to have the opportunity to win, it needs to be, the challenge needs to be fair, and they probably will need support. So, this is a great opportunity to extend trust to employees and to show them that, that you value them. And all these things accumulated together will show and prove to employees that you believe that they are the right fit for your organization, and that there is no reason for them to look at other opportunities. Now, I hope that this presentation has been useful, and I hope that there's some immediate takeaways that you'll be able to implement. There'll be more videos that we'll be sharing our views and our ideas on how companies can attract and retain talent. My name again, if I haven't said before, is Andre, and I'm the founder of Thomas Tellman. If you have any questions or if you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. And we'll be posting more videos where we'll be able to provide and share our knowledge and guidance in this area. Thank you.